H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, what is today? Is it day Tuesday? The day after Christmas. Hey, y'all, happy holidays to everybody. I hope you had a good time with your friends and families this weekend. Let me shout out to my starting five right now. Let me get them out the way because I got some, boy. I got some. Y'all, it's that time of year. I got to talk to y'all. Let's go. We got the Panther Network over there in the YouTube. We got Sean Davis over there. We got D. Holcomb in the YouTube. We got Eric Boone in the YouTube. We got Jeremy Davis over there in YouTube. Then we got Melvin Dews in Facebook. We got Kevin Lewis in Facebook. We got, Daryl Anderson in Facebook. Daryl all over the place. But y'all need to share this show. Let me tell y'all something. I had an interesting exchange this week. Very interesting. Interesting. They agree. I'm going to leave you alone this morning. Ain't no use talking about y'all no more. Y'all ain't nothing to talk about no more. Ain't no use me talking about you. Brand. I don't even want to talk about that team. I'm going to let somebody else talk about it. I'm not going to. Mindy, where Mindy? Is Mindy here? Yeah, she's sneaking in there somewhere. I'm not going to even talk about it. I believe you will. Listen, Dale, y'all ain't worth talking about. I'm not finna keep talking about these damn losers. I play the videos for Dale. I do all of this stuff. Sonya. Ain't worth talking about. Wish Tina could come on. I sure wish Tina come over here. Tina better be glad. Mindy, your Texans ain't did much better. Had all them folks come out. A lot of friends of mine, they out at the game. Holiday spirit. They out at the game and getting their heads split. They wig split. Quarterback mean a lot in basketball, football. Quarterback mean a lot. Y'all, I got so much stuff to tell y'all. I didn't like the Christmas Day basketball games. I thought they were terrible. I thought the matchups were terrible. Some guys hurt, and Steph lost. Everybody I like lost. KD, everybody lost. I'm not talking. We ain't finna talk about y'all. I don't like talking about y'all. Y'all ain't no way. Ain't no fun. I'm not talking about that team. I'm sorry. I like winners, man. I'm not talking about them losers. Celtics, yeah, Celtics won. Dedrick Carr, but yeah, my boy won. Yeah. Dedrick Carr, I got to watch Dedrick Carr. Dedrick Carr, I've been blessed, man, to be in a situation. Dedrick Carr, I've been blessed. Be in a situation where I work with a great company, great group of young men, great group of men and women that happen to represent a whole lot of athletes for 30 some years, right? And I just happen to know people in the industry. Dedrick Carr, I don't know if you remember you were around, but one day I'm just sitting here on the show and I get a text that this guy saying, "Man, I'm coming on your show today. I heard what you said the day before. And I want to come on your show." And I didn't announce it. I didn't say nothing. And he just popped up on the show. One of the most famous people on the world. I didn't realize other people really don't like that. I didn't realize we got people that come on this show and turn on this show every day. Some of my friends told me Brian Boatwright, but it's people that come on this show every day and spend their time watching and listening to this show and comment on the page all the time. And they don't like me and Jimmy that much. I'm finding out. And if you poke them a little bit, they'll show you. So they put energy in my back. They put an energy pack in my back. Boom. J Man's Boogie, Eric Boone. They put one in my back. This weekend, cause do y'all know how valuable time is? Y'all know how valuable time is. That's why I appreciate y'all. Everybody, that's why I call them names. I used to go from calling five names, period, to five names on each on each platform. And I value you. I listen to me. And real people on here know I value them. Brad Kimball. But Brad, but J Mans, dude, be careful when you got somebody tell them, "Oh man, I ride with y'all." When you have to say it, you got to watch them. Man, it was so lifting and it felt so good to me. But I'm just thinking about time. You taking out your time. And he said, only reason I watch, because y'all funny. Well, at least we got something. That man say, "How do you won't believe it?" I was sitting in my favorite cigar line and I asked the question about the job interview and salaries you could choose. I don't understand I don't understand this. What you mean? I don't understand. Uh, I don't understand what you mean. Help me, y'all. Help me. Cause some of this stuff. No, Eric, I ain't mad. Eric, I kind of liked it. Share the show. Hatter, you won't believe it. I was sitting in my favorite. Hold on. I'm trying. Y'all, Darryl Barnes, you got to help us. We don't. I was sitting in my favorite cigar line, and I asked the question about the job interview and the salaries you can choose. I don't know what you're talking about. No, Brian Boatwright, it was a good thing, Brian Boatwright. It's just, it was funny to me though. That, you know how, but see, I knew it. I knew who they were. Y'all, I got a discerning spirit, and I knew. So I do things to provoke them, then it'll come out. But keep going. 2 of the 5 people I was talking to chose all a lower salary to have people make less money. Oh, so you went and did this survey I told you about. See that? See, when I get, listen, if nobody else gets what I'm talking about right now, when I can change people's life, Darryl Barnes is in there in a situation and use some stuff he got off this show and used it. Eric Bowen, I know he might not, he ain't gonna let me know. He done used some of this material he done got off this show. He done used it in his stand-up comedy. I don't think it's a crab in the barrel or a bucket though. Notice I didn't say that when in my analogy. One day I'm gonna bring this back up again. I'm gonna bring it back up again, but today, let me tell y'all something, man. People talking about LeBron James. I don't think y'all listen to me since Chris Charles just brought it up. It ain't that I don't like LeBron. I love LeBron James. I don't like y'all, the way y'all just, I don't like how y'all reverence him. Maybe. I don't like his fans. I don't like the Brunsexuals. I don't like the people. You can't say nothing about LeBron. I like LeBron. I just don't like y'all. Eric Boyens and Chris Charles. Because I ain't now one of y'all said nothing about that. You hit no 30 points last night. I wasn't going to say nothing about it. Listen, I was going to let LeBron take a pass on Christmas Day. Because get what he said. I don't care nothing about Christmas Day, no way. All I'm worried about is going to get my baby some toy. We got to get healthy. Man, Ja been out for 27 games, 25 games, man. LeBron James. No. I didn't bring it up. Eric Boyens. I wasn't going to say nothing about LeBron James. But then you and your homeboy, Chris Charles, come up here. I don't like, they don't give me no satisfaction to talk about LBJ. Hold up, y'all. Check this, y'all. Check this out. Somebody sent me this just the other day. Oh, I love it. Come on, come on, get to me. Somebody sent it to me. It popped up on my screen, then it popped off. Somebody sent it. Where do I get this thing from? Hold on. Man, y'all making me mad. Y'all making me mad. Y'all don't make me mad. Y'all make me mad. Forget it. I didn't see it. It just popped up there. I don't know where it came from, but it just popped up there on my screen, and it didn't pop back. Let me see for me. Okay, my recent. Can I get recent? Can I have some recents? See, I'm on the wrong. Maybe I'll go here. But it was Christmas Day. Okay, I like it. It was Christmas. I'm not. Listen, I wasn't gonna say anything about LeBron James. Y'all got to realize he lost. I don't want to talk about him. He lost. He like the Dallas Cowboys. He lost. Watch this it. So after I found out, after the discerning spirit and the guy was exposed, look what I get, Mindy. What Mindy at? D White, this is what I get. Somebody sent it to me right after that. They said jealousy will have you hating on people who you should be learning from. Mindy. Shout out to Mindy and her family. Mindy, I wanted to get over there. Y'all had me want to come over to the nativity scene this weekend, but I was just a little too busy. But thank you for sharing it with us. And next time, have some better internet, Mindy. Well, your internet was messing up a little bit. It's a little fuzzy. I'll wipe the phone off. she gonna get mad at me. But I didn't say he wasn't the best player. I didn't say he was. But Mindy, if I had known in advance, I would. But I didn't say he was the best. LeBron wasn't the best player. Hey, Dedrick, they sent it to me. She told me, there I go. But man only had 13 on Christmas. Man, for Christmas Day, I ain't mad at LeBron. Listen, I don't want to hear no LeBron saying I like LeBron. It's just Eric Barnes and Chris Charles bothers me. D said, I would appreciate words of wisdom I have learned from you. D. We know y'all. D, this was a hater, D. See, y'all ain't listening to me. Y'all, I'm laughing about it because I knew he been you know how you just know a person? Do y'all know I have people monitoring the comments? Some professionals. Don't y'all know they tell me who to mess with and who to talk to on the feed? Do y'all know that? I got people that say, Robert, D. White just said this. Kevin Lewis just said this. I got a team. Kevin Lewis. Can't do this by myself, Kevin Lewis. Because it's too many. Kevin Lewis, it's too many comments coming at one time. So they tell me what to say. They tell me, hey, Rob, challenge that. See, Eric Barnes don't understand. Because they know Eric Barnes going to put something like this up here. See, I ain't forget about your guy at Dallas who ain't played Bronson every time. See that? See that? See that? What he don't understand, and I love this. I love this. They tell me, tackle his, because he talking about a friend of mine happened to be the GM at Dallas. Okay? Right? And I said a long time ago, I didn't know, he didn't tell me nothing, but I said they're not going to pay Jalen Bronson that amount of money. And he didn't pay him. Jalen Bronson doing good in New York. But he wasn't a good fit. See, what y'all don't understand about basketball and sports, it's got to be the right fit. He didn't fit well with Luka. Luka was their guy. So why in the hell I'm gonna give a dude $100 million? He wasn't gonna shine over here because he wasn't gonna be able to do all that. Because all they do is dribble, shoot the ball at the end of the damn shot clock. He ain't gonna win like that over there, Eric Barnes. So my guy, his name is Nico Harrison. So put some respect on his name. He's got a name. Okay, ain't too many black guys in his position. So people sometimes say your name drop. No, this just happened to be a freaking friend of mine. What I supposed to call him? Casper the Friendly Ghost? Well, I mean, who I supposed to say? What I supposed to say? Been in this business for a long time. So it didn't fit. Right? Didn't fit. Speaking of fit, let me go here. Let me go here. See, and he said it to be funny, but Dallas doing pretty good. But Jalen Bronson didn't fit, Eric. I don't want you to forget about my guy at Dallas who ain't pay Bronson every time he play good. Hey, he don't care. Bronson wasn't going to fit. They wasn't going to give him no $100 million. to play there. Coach Luka gonna have the ball. Bronson need to have the ball to be effective. On that team, Bronson handled the ball for 20-something seconds, and he gonna either take a shot and let somebody else take a shot. That's not winning basketball, Eric Barnes. So, but I'm gonna explain to y'all. Can I talk a little basketball to y'all? The basket, especially pro basketball. And I hate to do this to them. The streak is very much alive. The Detroit Pistons, who tonight, I think they get the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Let me make sure I look at my schedule. You know, I like to share stuff with y'all. Thank you, Eric. See, Eric, thank you. You give me another subject to talk about, Eric is the gift that keeps on giving. He's the gift that keeps on giving. Mr. Bo Wright. Why I say Bo Wright? Bo Wright. Brian Bo Wright. You got some people that are around you. You can't help you know them. That's just because you brought Brian Bo Wright. You can't help it. Stuff that you do that these people want to be around you, and you can't help it. Other people, don't get jealous because other people, come on, y'all, your turn coming. But Mr. Bo Wright, let me see, what's the games tonight? Let me get in there. Yeah, they play Detroit tonight. I mean, they play the Nets tonight, right? If they don't win tonight against the Nets, I'm talking about Detroit Pistons. This is what I'm talking about, fit. Eric Barnes, listen to me. I want you to listen. I want you to give, I'm talking about fit. If they don't win tonight, Thursday they got Boston. Saturday at home against Toronto. And if they lose these next 3 games, y'all hear me, the Detroit Pistons, right? And I don't like talking about this. You know, anybody got an idea why I don't like talking about this? If anybody that knows me on here, I know Kevin Freedman would get it immediately. Well, they got a black head coach, black general manager. And you know I don't like talking about them. Okay? Right? Never. But I'm telling something for Eric Barnes, he can learn something about basketball. Hey, the man can't, listen, they gave him $78 million. He didn't rob them. How can you get mad at the coach for taking $78 million, Eric Barnes? Ain't nobody told LeBron to get none of that money he got back. Why you worried about, see, y'all see, you see, these are the kind of people y'all had to watch right there. But here I go. Brian Bo Wright said haters gonna hate. But Brian, watch this, Brian. Check this out. They would have gone, the Detroit Pistons, if they lose these next 3 games, they would have gone the entire month of November and December without winning a game. Did you ever think in your wildest dreams that you would see a team? Yo, they were 2-1 to start the season. But they won a game since. They 2 and hold on. Let me get it right. They 2-27. I don't think none of them deserve the money, Chris. The owners don't deserve it, and the players. I don't think no players worth that kind of money. I don't think the owners worth that kind of money either. I think it's overinflated. I think all of them, they ain't worth it. But guess what? That's what the market pays. They get it. Worth is different. He should. Yeah, worth it. I just don't. It's just me. But let me go. I told you, I think the teachers should be making $1 million a year to deal with your crazy ass kids. And I'm serious about that. But kids are coming in and you take their cell phone, they're going to swing at you and do all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. But, you know, this is rather high. But these people that went a whole 2 months, they would go a whole 2 months without winning a game, man. I feel like these days right now, it's so much parity in the NBA. I don't see how this is happening. It's not that they have a bad team. They got all them first round draft picks with talent. They got talent. They have a good coach. How can they be this bad? It has to be a mental block. I like that, James, but God damn, James, but 25 games in a row, 26 games in a row. I don't care how many no veterans you had on your team. Tell me one player that won't out. Uh, uh, See, I'm tired of y'all just putting stuff up here like that. Tell me one player to say he won't out. Give me one player to say he won't out. And give us facts and give us the truth. Give us the facts and give us the truth. Yeah. Let me keep going. When you put stuff up there, we want to know. People don't understand the market, what you willing to pay. Yeah. So I'm thinking about Coach Eric so eloquently. Well, your guy didn't pay Jalen Brunson, so okay. Sometimes this stuff don't fit. It has to be a mental block with these players, man. You know, some people say I blame it on the cell phone. Some people say I blame it on the rap music. But shoot, the winning team in the league got the rap music. January 10th, y'all. They're gonna be at home against the Spurs, and that's a long way off. But I'm trying to see when they gonna get. I'm just trying to see when they gonna get. Thank you, Mindy. I'm trying to see when they gonna get their first win. January 10th. Mark that. Y'all mark that on your calendar. But can they beat Toronto? They got Toronto, I think, on Saturday. After this, this whooping they're going to get tonight. I think they got Toronto on Saturday. I'm just trying, y'all, these guys are losing, man. These are pro players that get a lot of money, got Porsches. They got what you call them? Ferraris. They got all of this, but can't win a damn basketball game. You know, y'all always talking about the players getting paid, LeBron. Have you ever heard the owner say, well, man, give me some of my money back since your ass ain't winning? You always want more if you're winning, right? Don't you always want more? I need a new contract. I need a new deal. I need a new. No. Have you ever thought about that? What more people? James, what you think about that? What you think about that? I ask you a question. I don't want to hear about you 25 games. That's their job. Hey, it ain't their job to want out. Rap economics, Eric. They should want to. All they gotta do is win. Hell, they want out. They are the problem. The coach ain't the problem. That coach been a winner everywhere he been. These guys here ain't never won nothing. See that? Watch this. Minnie, you just got it. The lady asked him, Eric Bourne, what's your team? He said, Bron is my team. Wow. So y'all know I'm gonna ignore him the rest of the time. Let me get this out to y'all. Because I want y'all to understand some of this stuff. Teams in the NBA are circling this game because nobody want to be the first person to lose. They don't want to be the person to lose to this team. They circling. We got to whoop their ass now. They won their last game on October the 28th, y'all. This was y'all had y'all Halloween decorations on. Don't say that. Don't you say that, James Bowie. Don't you say that. James, watch this, James. Watch me go here. Mindy, they lost their final game in October, and every game in November, and every game in December. Absolutely stunning to me. They are 2-27. Who does this? Y'all, we got to talk about this. They have a 26-game losing streak. I don't get it. They are not this bad. I watch this team. They are NBA players, y'all. All y'all kids want to go to the NBA, right? Let me look at that roster. That man told that lady, Bron is my team. What I was about to say? They roster. Let me look at their roster. Sean. It just dawned on me, Sean, and I don't like talking about this. Sean, watch me go to the roster. Sean. Oh. Sean, watch this, Sean. Marvin Bagley, a perennial loser. Marvin Bagley hold a record, I think. His team in the EYBL didn't win a game, and they still let him go to the Peace Jam because of him. And they didn't win a game then. They didn't win nothing at the Peace Jam. They didn't win at Duke. Then got Borgard and Bogdanovich. He ain't never won that. Alex Burke ain't never won that. Kate Cunningham ain't never won that. Jalen Duran, he messed Memphis games off. He ain't never won that. Joe Harris ain't never won that. Killian Hayes ain't never won that. Jaden Ivey ain't never won. He won a little bit, but he ain't won that. He just sit his ass on the bench. Kevin Knox ain't never won that. I ain't want to call it. Monty Morris, he won a little there now with Denver, but when his ass left, I think they won. Marcus Sasser, he won. Isaiah Stewart ain't won that. The Thompson twin ain't win nothing at Wichita. James Wiseman ain't won that. I just call them names. I just call these names out. It takes a while for young teams to get, absolutely. But getting your ass whooped for 26 games in a row, what are you, Kevin Lewis, 26 games in a row. Get one win. I don't want to hear about no young team. They getting paid. Alex Burke ain't young. Bojan Bogdanovich ain't young. Joe Harris ain't young. Y'all listen to me. They got NBA players on their team. But I'm going to tell y'all something. But all the analytic numbers, they tell you they this bad. Every single one of the numbers. Defensively, they last. Offensively, they dead last. Shot profile, they dead last. What they give up, they dead last. All the stuff that tells you that this is a bad team. When I looked at their schedule, I said, I be trying to find a win. I be trying to find a win. Find one, y'all. Don't somebody go look at it. And the only chance I thought they might have had to win was the Jazz. And the Jazz whooped it. And I'm still looking, trying to find a win. Who are they better than? I understand, but you NBA player, you get paid, man. You're riding around in Ferraris, man. Ivy ain't been hurt. He been playing. He been on that damn bench. He ain't been hurt. Sonya, think about it, Sonya. I haven't really watched him, Sonya. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I just been seeing highlights. And I've been looking at the analytics. I've been looking at the stats. See, what y'all don't understand, and I know in today's and to piggyback on what somebody just said, I forgot who it was. Um, in today's NBA, it's difficult to rebuild and go with all young players. It's difficult. They don't defend. That's my problem. They don't defend. Happy holidays, Joe. Mindy, they don't defend. They last in defense. James Booker, they last in defense. Defense ain't got nothing to do with how young you are. Defense ain't got nothing to do with how young you are. They don't defend. They terrible defensive. And they don't understand concepts. I'm watching them. They can't shoot. And to be able to not shoot, you got to make up that from bad defense. You got to have some good defense if you can't shoot. It's a recipe for disaster. I had, any other coach had this job, he would be fired. Any other coach. But I just, I'm getting back to what I was going to talk about because, Eric Bourne's always running his mouth and throwing me off. But like I said, I didn't like the Christmas Day games. And I've been watching Twitter. And I've been watching what they call Black Twitter. Can somebody explain to me why it's the trend? Everything is trending. It's always negative. The first win will come from someone overlooking it. Yeah. The Thompson twins supposed to be defensive special. Yeah. Maybe they don't have enough different skill set. But but Sonya. Hey, what's up, Bob? Sonya. Defense. Being a defensive player's desire. What is Black Twitter? Twitter with black people on it. Your Twitter feed, because you black. My Twitter feed, because I'm black. That's what I call Black Twitter. Glad you brought it up. What is Black Twitter? Kevin Lewis, if he on Twitter, that's black. John Uri, he black. That's what I mean by Black Twitter. And what I'm seeing on it, the trend is negative. So did I answer your question? Bob, did I ask? No. I'm talking about Black Twitter. I'm talking about black folks on Twitter. And I'm watching them. I'm waiting to see who risked to change the game by working inside and out and stop passing up twos to 10. I don't mind them shooting threes. My thing is, the unique metric about the Detroit Pistons, y'all, listen to me. I want y'all to never forget about this. I want y'all to hear this. There's no reason for you to be dead last in defense because you're young. You should be more energetic. You should be running these old ass dudes in the ground. Old ass dudes like LeBron, you should rip his ass and go and jump and trap his ass every time he touches the ball. Anthony Davis, you know he's scary and know he's prone to get hurt. How in the hell you last in defense? How every metric category you last in defense and offense. And you got pro players on the team. I don't want to hear that young. Because guess what? If a guy go to the college and stay 4 years, you're saying he too old. You follow me? They need a vet to get to them. These kids, they got some vets on the team, man. I just called these vets out. Vets don't have to be great. Donis Haslam couldn't make a layup. And he's supposed to be y'all most valuable vet ever. He can't make a layup with his dunk missing ass. No, Monty Williams ain't soft. No, coach ain't soft. No, coach ain't soft. Coach a great coach. But these guys won't play defense. Listen, y'all already know how I feel about defense. You got to stop somebody. Happy Kwanzaa, Alfio. Good. What day? What Kwanzaa principle today? Is it today? Ujima? Which one is today? Help me out. Let me see. College coaches across the country. They woke up today. They woke up. Oh, okay. Umoja. Okay, I missed it. Umoja. Unity. To strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and the race. That's today's principle. Y'all ain't gonna lie. Last year, I started to just go every single day, and I might do it this year. I might do it this year. Every year and announce a print. Alpha got lazy. He did it one time. He wasn't he wasn't consistent with it. Uh, they gotta want it. You can't want it for them. Absolutely. You got to. The Rockets are almost the same way until there you go. There you go. There you go. The Rockets, but they wasn't the same way because they didn't have Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks hangs his hat on the defensive end. Tyree Eason, they wouldn't, he was different. He hangs his hat on it. They got it's different concepts, different. See, remember I said they don't understand concepts. See, Emmy got different concepts than the other guy. Y'all got these long, talented ass players on the Detroit Pistons team, and they don't want to defend. I'd get rid of all their ass. That's just that. See, that's what I mean, Eric Barnes, about having the right fit, the right fit. But let me keep going. But college coaches all of America woke up today, y'all, in a cold sweat. You know why? Because they know what's coming next. Conference play coming up next. Nothing else in sports close over the next few months. It's conference play, SWAC conference play. U of H is now in the Big 12. It's a different animal in conference play. A lot of people don't understand it. Parents don't understand that the rotations get different in conference play. Everything changes in conference play. But shout out to all those coaches. I know what's going on. I know y'all wake up today saying, "Wow, y'all, it's time to roll." Conference play decides whether you go to the big dance. It's very, very important. Some teams are one bid leagues, like TSU is a one bid league. Whoever win the conference call, I don't care. You ain't your record ain't gonna get you into the NCAA. You got to win the SWAC championship in order to get there. So it's very, very important. I wanted to share that with y'all. You know what? I was thinking about uh, Lamar Jackson yesterday, and saw him beat that team yesterday. Shout out to him. Yeah, if anybody know me, I came on this show and I said I think he one of the best, most dynamic quarterback I've ever seen. And people got mad. But what about Michael Vick? I said y'all can like Michael Vick. I like this one. Something about this guy here I like. I can't quantify it. It's just something. I wish I can give you facts. He just exudes so much confidence. I just love how he on the field. It just looked like he is playing at a different speed than every other player on the field, even in a loss. This Lamar Jackson. And this is why I love watching him. It reminds me of that NFL draft in 2018 when the Browns chose Baker Mayfield, the Jets chose Donald, the Cardinals chose Rosen. They all passed on Lamar. Him and his mom is the last people in the. Wait a minute. AL is dropping some big news in regards of SWAC's women basketball. Where you dropping it at? That's good. Well, we dropping it here first. We know what you mean, SWAC. We know you messed up. SWAC. He meant SWAC basketball. But y'all remember the Jets didn't pursue Lamar? Lamar was unhappy because people didn't want to pay him. uh, in the off season. They went for Aaron Rodgers, old washed up ass quarterback instead. They could have tried. I mean, it was really hard, but Baltimore wasn't gonna give them away though. And then all of y'all who ignored Brock Purdy's 5 interceptions during the 49ers 3-game losing streak this season and called him an MVP. All of y'all. He had 4 interceptions last night, no TDs last night. Nothing against Brock Purdy, but I'm just giving you. I'm just giving. Amen. 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 Don't ever. Let me tell you. I know everybody got an opinion. Don't ever mention Lamar Jackson with Randall Cunningham. 2 different players. Nothing alike. Nothing alike. Nothing. Come on. And it's not Cunningham. It's Cunningham. You messed up a little bit. But don't do that, King Sticks. King Sticks. Come on, man. King Sticks. Come on, man. Come on, give us something. You always got something like that. Randall Cunningham? Yo, I'm going to show you why I'm always cut for my guys. Watch this, y'all. Hold on. Watch this.
Going to kick the shit out of everybody they face. The quest is for second place. That's it. As long as those people stay healthy. They're currently healthy. Going to kick the shit out of everybody they face. The quest is for second place. That's it. As long as those people stay healthy. They're currently healthy. The 49ers kicked the shit out of the Ravens on Monday night. I'm sorry, I know that's disrespectful to the Ravens, but let's be realistic. At home, they got to fly across the country on Christmas night, and the 49ers are waiting. And the 49ers are going to dismantle the Ravens. And if it's a Super Bowl preview, the Super Bowl is going to suck because the 49ers, as long as those guys are healthy, they're going to run over everyone. They're going to kick the shit out of everybody they face. The quest is for...
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that, Venom? Did y'all hear that? But let me show you class personified. Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me show you something. Show you how the young fella do. Watch this. Watch this.
Post game talking about Mike Flores.
Yeah, because we in the NFL, we play ball, you know, not to take away from that team, but you can't just discredit us. We grown, man. We got to feed our family. And he can have his opinion, but just don't be just talking like that. You know, that's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. But no, not to take away from the 49ers at all, because, like, they're great all across the board, but we going to come to play as well. You know, our record not no fluke, you know. We play ball, and we showed that, you know. But he just need to just keep doing his job, but just don't just come off like that towards us. You know, that's disrespectful, like I said, because he ain't putting them pads on, you know. If he ain't putting them pads on, I feel like it would have been different for him. He wouldn't say that. He'd be respectful, you know. But because I say that to say this, you know, we respectful to our opponents. Our opponents was respectful to us. But a guy who not even playing against us just come out just, you know, just being disrespectful. I guess he wanted more views on his little channel. We're going to leave it at that.
Post game talking about Mike Flores.
Yeah.
Now, I hope y'all know this is why I'm very careful on how I talk and how I analyze players, talk about players. Because I ain't got to put them pads on. I ain't got to go dribble no ball. I ain't got to dunk on nobody. I ain't got to get none of that done. That's why I always try to tell y'all, whoa, when y'all you know, y'all got a little old clown ass little boy who made a living for himself calling NBA teams and NBA players trash. And y'all love it. But if y'all knew, you know, that's why I keep telling y'all. I said, I see the game different. He think he see the game, but no, I just see it different from you. Because I happen to be around and know some of these people, and I know how they're wired, and I know how they think. That's why it's baffling me I don't know one player on Detroit's team. Met Durham before, but I don't know none other player. But James Wiseman. I'm sorry, and just me. It's got to be some stuff here. It's got to be some stuff that's going on, man. For somebody to lose 27 games in a row. And that's why, if y'all notice, y'all talking about, I take up for him. Don't say nothing about him. He gonna be mad. No, I take up for the person. What the hell are you and me saying that and echoing the same thing you saying about the player? You think I'm gonna? And people used to get mad at me because I'm not mad at players because they mad at them. The hell I'm gonna get mad at a guy a basketball player, a pro basketball player that I didn't make it. A lot of friends of mine on me didn't make it. I know how hard it is to make it. And I'm going to sit up here and talk negative about. Notice what I said about Detroit. It must be a mindset. I just don't understand. I know they got, but guess what? All I do is go back and look at their history. Go look at the Detroit Pistons roster. A lot of them guys got losing history. So if you get a couple of losses under your belt, guess what? They're going to revert back to what they used to doing, losing. You follow me? Why would I call a guy soft that's got a $78 million contract? That's stupid. That's asinine. How in the hell I calling a guy you can't do what he does? It ain't but 30 of the guys that Eric Bournes that you talking about. Ain't but 30 of them guys on the whole freaking planet. And you calling him soft? It ain't but 30 of them human beings. 30 NBA coaches. Go look it up. Ain't but 30 of them on the whole planet Earth. A whole planet Earth. And you sitting up here telling me he's soft? Wow. You got to watch what you say about these NBA players. You got to watch what you say about this NFL player. You got to watch Mike Florio come out. They're going to kick that shit. You've been disrespectful. And that's what I think a lot of y'all are being disrespectful. I understand your fans. See, some of y'all fans, and Eric is a fan. He's a fanatic. So he's going to go overboard. He's going to go overboard. But he took Phoenix. Wait a minute. Didn't Phoenix go to the finals last year? Did Phoenix go to the finals? A year and a half ago? Did Phoenix go to the finals? With DeAndre Ayton and all of them? Didn't they? Just help me. Somebody help me. Somebody help. So when I look at this, man, y'all just, it's so easy. Trash. It's so easy. But these dudes, man, it's the mental makeup that I just don't understand. That somebody got to say, hey, man, we ain't losing. Man, hold up. I saw their warm-ups one time. They just showed, listen, y'all hear me this. They just showed the Detroit, y'all look it up, the Detroit Pistons pregame warm-up. Y'all was brick after brick after brick. Why couldn't nobody make a shot? Couldn't nobody make a shot. It's brick after brick after brick. If you ain't making them in warm-up, how you gonna make them in the game? How you gonna make? How? And I just keep going. I got another one. I got another one for y'all. Getting to high school basketball, grassroots basketball. Y'all got to understand. I got so much to share with y'all today. What time is it? First of all, hold on. Let me take a quick break. Can I take a quick break? I'm coming right back. I want to talk about the best restaurant in the world right now. Watch this.
someone had a birthday party at our restaurant next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe. They asked if they could smoke cigars on the patio. Told them yes, and they stayed a little late, and they said, we don't have anything like this in this area. So we decided to pray on it, and collectively we decided to move forward. You know, there's a need for it. This is this old part of Richmond. It's growing. The new courthouse is right there. The sheriffs come here. We get their full support. They just had a function here a couple weeks ago, and we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue to grow with the community. We have baby grand piano. We have jazz trios. We have DJs. And we have some theme nights. We have Greek nights.
What cigar bar has a grand piano in it? Man, I don't call his name, so y'all won't call me name dropping. Former NBA player said it's their history. Go look at the history. Y'all do me a favor. Go and look at the Detroit Pistons roster. I'm gonna call them out to y'all because we're gonna get back to that. I got you, Fob. I got you, baby. I'll make it happen just for you. We got Marvin Bagley. If you don't know about his history, I just gave you a brief. Nothing against the kid. I'm just giving you facts. He was at the EYBL. Y'all remember this? EYBL, you know, the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League, EYBL, right? He was there, and his team did not win one game the whole freaking season. So guess what? Usually the top 8 teams in the EYBL goes and get invited to the Peace Jam. But since he was such a great prospect that college coaches want to see, always have a wild card that said, look, this team can be in. The team had never won a game in life. In the whole season, they were put in the Peace Jam. The Peace Jam was the final. And they went to the Peace Jam and proceeded with Marvin Bagley, the best player in the country, to keep getting their ass whooped. Then he went off to Duke. Guess what he did at Duke? He got whooped in Duke. So look at his history. Bojan Bogdanovic, he ain't never won nothing. Alex Burke, he ain't won nothing. Make a lot of money. Went to Colorado. This dude named, man, I'm not even gonna call it. Let me put my glasses on, y'all. Y'all ain't finna kill me. Malcolm Casalon. He ain't even, he just got him on the rock. Kay Cunningham, he lost. Jalen Dorn, he messed Memphis off. He lost. Messed Memphis games off. Joe Harris ain't never won that. Killian Hayes ain't never won that. Jaden Ivey ain't never won that. Kevin Knox won that. Kentucky, he didn't win that. Monty Morris won. He won a little bit. He won. He should be the vet. He should be the person they listening to. Who else? Marcus Saracen, he won in college. Isaiah Stewart, he went to Washington. They didn't win a game. Thompson, they were losing. The Thompson twin, he was losing in what's the name of that play? He was losing overtime. James Wiseman went to Memphis. You know, he didn't play with us a couple of games and quit. So all I'm saying is, in the key, and what I want y'all to lead. They lead. They are at the bottom in the NBA, and every defensive category and every offensive category. But their team would be better. They can get a win if they can stop somebody. So you got all these long. Let me show you the height. Marvin Bagley, they talking about 6'10". That boy 7 foot. They got 6. This the height. They got 6'10", 6'7", 6'5", 6'6", 6'6", 6'10", 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", 6'7", 6'6", 6'2". Monty Morris, the winningest person, 6'2". 6'5", 6'2", Marcus Sasser, the other winning guy, 6'8", 6'6", 6'6", 6'11". All them 6'6" is all them losing. But let me get off there because I want to get back to high school. Okay, share the show, everybody. Share the show. Cause we got to talk about this. I saw this tweet. I don't know the originator. Somebody sent it to me, and I didn't know the originator. But they said if you're a trainer Y'all help me now. I need y'all. I need y'all to call some of my trainers and y'all. You know how y'all do when somebody, when me and Jimmy say something about somebody y'all like and y'all get the text and he talking about you on here. Y'all think, listen. These people, we talking about their actions. I'm not gonna ever get on here and talk about none of these dudes. Nah, boo. I ain't got time. I am talking about how their actions are hurting the community, basketball community. That's the only way I'll address it. So let's get that straight now. Cause some of y'all is just some fucking haters anyway. So y'all know who y'all are. So I don't give a fat rat's ass about y'all either. But everybody else, I'm good. But yeah, I know I got some people watching the show right now. It's like that, yeah. And I want them to hear this. But share the show. Cause I got something to share with y'all. Somebody said me, they said, if you are a trainer and you haven't helped build a player from being unknown, a bench player, a bum, a regular dude, or a player nobody remembers, and to a Division I player or NBA player, you're just a trainer, not a developer of talent. I'm going to repeat that one because I want y'all to hear me. Guys, but that's not fair because everybody ain't no NBA player. It ain't but the top 1%. Do y'all know this? I told you I'm make you the smartest person at the nail shop. Do y'all know it hasn't been but over 4,000 NBA players ever in life, ever. That's when guys like Eric sit up here and get to talking about. He got something negative to say about everybody except LeBron James. The lady asked him, "What is your team?" I'm a LeBron James team. LeBron James is my team. Fan, y'all, is the root word for fanatic. Okay? Keep going. Let me keep going. But if you're a trainer, somebody asked me, and you haven't built a player from being unknown, a bench player, a bum, y'all call him, a regular dude, or a player nobody remembers, into a Division I player, or NBA player, you're just a trainer, not a developer of talent. Nobody commented on that one. I wonder why. I haven't got no comments on that one. Okay, I'll move on. How can you develop talent when you never seen the talent nor the weakness of a talent you're trying to develop? I can't understand this. I run a developmental league for youth ages. I agree. Most trainers have no idea how to develop. Y'all, I'm just the messenger. Mark Edwards, what's up, baby? I'm just the messenger. Mark, question for you. Somebody sent it to me. Might be you. If you are a trainer, Mark, I think there's somebody said you sent it. If you are a trainer and you haven't helped build a player from being unknown to a bench player, from being unknown, a bench player, a bum, a regular dude, or a player nobody remembers, into a Division I player, NBA player, then you're just a trainer, not a developer of talent. Wow. That's interesting. Hatter, you are part of the sports club and you have personal relationship with most of the athletes and celebrities you mentioned. So that No, it was just this one person said that. But Frank, I told you he was a hater. Frank is a hater. A hater will watch the show every day. You know, like this man right here. This man right here. See, Frank, I'm scared to even mention your name. It was just no. I'm just kidding, Frank. Frank, I know who I am. Y'all. It's so easy sometimes to talk about certain people because I talk to these people all the time. Just in case you're new to the show. But Frank, this a dude been watching the show since its inception. He tried to have a show himself, and it wasn't successful. So you know how that is, and I'm gonna leave that alone right now because I'm past that. We off that. Jay-Z said we off that. I can name several AAU coaches that come to our league to purge the talented guys and girls, but have no idea those same players couldn't hit a layup yet. And I understand that but some people's job ain't to develop. And a lot of people can't develop, Melvin dude. Yes, you're right. There are still NBA players still development. You know why I can say that? Because we got an NBA team that just lost 27 games in a row. And all of them guys making a lot. Oh, let me tell you what they make. Let me tell you what they ass making. Oh, yeah, I'm going there. Because y'all keep taking me back. Let me go. Where that roster at again? Where I had that NBA roster out? Where did I have them guys? See, y'all keep taking me back. Y'all keep taking me back. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm finna go. 27 games in a row, and your ass losing. Marvin Bagley make 12 million. Bon Jonathan make 20 million. Alex Burks make 10 million. Kate Cunningham make 11 million. Jalen Dorn make 4 million. Joe Harris make 19 million. Killian Hayes make 7 million. Jaden Ivey make 7 million. Kevin Knox make $1.5 million. 1.8. Isaiah Livers make 1.8. Monty Morris make 9 million. Marcus Sasser make 2 million. Isaiah Stewart make 5 million. The Thompson twin makes 7 million. James Wilder make 12 million. And they asked and lost 27. Imagine have to pay that payroll. Forget whining about where the coach he saw. Imagine having to pay that payroll and your ass is losing. Imagine being the owner. Sick of y'all trying to be the player because your ass can't play. That's evident because you can't play. Because if you would, you'd be in the NBA or somewhere and had a career in the NBA. So guess what? But you probably could have been an owner. So imagine writing out the check McKinley Center for all of them salaries. And people ain't coming to your games and buying your beer and your overinflated liquor prices and sweets. No. See, this is problem right here. This is our problem. Thank you, Eric. Eric, you the gift to keep on giving. If you know anything about basketball, see, a lot of people watch basketball, but they don't know basketball. This man said, if you know basketball, anybody can train. Everybody don't know basketball. YouTube cannot train you. YouTube can show you a move. YouTube can't show when some badass dudes coming at your ass because ain't no cones ain't gonna move. YouTube can show you to move around the cone. But what's going to happen when you got a 6'7", 6'11", 6'8" coming at your ass full speed? YouTube can't teach that. Eric Bourne. The coach did not make them give them. See, you step. I'm done with Eric because he's still stuck on how much to coach. I wasn't you. But I think many trainers focus on NBA moves and actions with young kids. They should be learning. Okay, I like that. Develop. Dale Levis came in as a power forward slasher, retired as a. Yeah, I guess you can say that. I guess you can say. Uh, yeah, Frank. No, Frank. They fuck Frank. I love it, Frank. Frank, you don't understand. This stuff fuels me. A majority of the. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what he said. The majority of the. Hold on, Keith Avery, of the Pistons players are probably not. I don't know what you're talking about. Keith Avery, you got a lot of typos in that, man. You finna have me sounding like I can't read. Fix them typos, y'all. Let me put it up there. Fix them damn typos and then come back. Come back. Just cause you drill it don't mean it's gonna apply to a game. Eric. Eric. They got drills and everything on YouTube. Eric, I know. But that don't mean nothing, Eric. What's up, Jimbo? That don't mean nothing, Eric. Kim Jackson, this man said, they got drills for everything on YouTube. I know, but them drills don't have live bullets coming at you, Eric. You can go around them cones all you want to. But when you got a guy coming at your ass 100 miles an hour, them drills ain't gonna work. Oh, you laughing at the typo. Jimmy, I'm talking about how Detroit Pistons, how a team can lose. I'm going back and forth. I'm just going all over. How a team can lose 27 straight games in a row, and then I went to the analytics, Jimmy, because me knowing a little bit about the organization, and I went and looked up on the players. Then I looked at the analytics, Jimmy. Detroit is last, and down there every metric category, analytic category, they dead last, ladies and gentlemen. And then you wonder why they getting their head torn off. Boy, you in that slick ass shirt you got. I told you, the fancy ass shirt you got on. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, we gonna.
Ain't nothing. Just cut it out. That's good. That's good right there.
Yeah.
Shit,
Okay, we're gonna work it out. But
yeah.
you know what? But I'll be laughing about it, Jimmy, because I got several things that I can wear. What I do, I come test it and say, no, I can't wear that. Can't wear that because they're gonna.
Yeah, that's a yellow.
Yeah.
That yellow it's too close to green. But
but no, it's all good. But no, that's what I was just sharing.
Detroit Pistons probably have, if you count the scouts, they might have the
most black people on the staff. You don't have to. I've already said that, but keep going. No. You could go again. So that's what got me messed. That's what got me messed. That's why I don't like talking about this.
It goes into a theory that you can pluck isolated situations here and there, cherry pick them if you wish, but a lot of there's a cliche that a lot of people don't play as hard as for us as we would do for others. And I'm not here to to defend either side, but just to cut the light on in the room. Maybe could that be an issue with the culture of the Detroit Pistons?
Jimmy, they were losing before he got there. They fired a coach to get him.
Yeah, but they didn't fire they didn't sweep the lens on everything else.
I understand.
That's what I'm saying. The culture is created by those blacks in front office, those blacks, the scouts that'll give input on whether they should get some of these guys or not.
Okay.
And all of that.
So they should have looked at this roster and said, Marvin Bagley's a loser. But they should have left him where the hell he was.
They saw Marvin Bagley gave them signs before they took him from Sacramento. Remember, he was over there bugging. He was bugging in
Okay.
Sacramento about saying he should be a starter over Harrison Barnes, who we are not a true, a supporter of Harrison Barnes. But one thing I can say about Harrison Barnes that he's been, and that's all you need to be that's all you need to be, consistent. Harrison Barnes has been consistent in his role since coming to this league.
So let's look at their front office then. Keep talking. Let me look up their front office because I didn't want to go here. I didn't want to go there because I want to leave this alone. I'm protecting their front office. So I'd rather really not. I know about Troy Reaver. I know Troy. He's one of he's the architect. Hold up, y'all. Let me put it up. The Pistons front office. But we got the, and I don't think if it's the players that don't want to play. But Jimmy, how in the hell, if you got this young talent, how in the hell they got to be dead last in the defensive category? You don't have to be scared to play defense. That's I know a lot of dudes that ain't that skillful, but they playing defense.
If and when the show improve, the theory, what I'm saying, if and when they make the coaching change, watch them win like 2 of their next 3 games.
Jimmy, they ain't gonna make the coaching change this year.
I say if and when.
And
that's going to
Jimmy, he's your first year coach, and they just gave him $78 million. He ain't finna go. So
understand something.
He ain't finna go.
Season, this off season is not going to yield that revenue generating prize of a lottery pick that has happened in the last couple of years for a program. What's the best thing out there right now? What, the kid at Purdue, for as a prospect, is going to move the needle? Because
none of these prospects moving no needle.
Exactly. So that means your prize to even go to tanking type territory by default. They're not trying to do it, just not that good. You're not getting results. So that means what are you going? Normally, you got a prize. you get a candy apple for being horrible. Or you get a shot at biting the good candy apple for being horrible. In this case, this year,
Jimmy, a lot of this front office ain't black either.
What?
But keep going.
What do you get this year? If you're the Detroit, people don't even want the ball. They'd rather the second or the third ball. I mean, so it's going to be intriguing. I mean, the thing about it, it's got to push on through, and somehow, understand. The Philadelphia 76ers was in this same position about 10 years ago. They were in the same position, Adam. They lost about 20-something games twice. They were in the same culture. Then all of a sudden, Joel Embiid came and we laughed, and they was like, "What? Trust the process." They came with a little theme, a little theory, but it's kind of paid off because
the process. They had a name for
it. Trust the process. That's what it was. Yeah, and guess what?
And they still ain't won shit. They ain't won that yet.
No, but they are generating. They're generating more buzz and interest. They're on the road. They're a ticket. You're not. Somebody can't give you the Detroit Pistons tickets. If they had floor seats coming to your city, you'd be like, "Oh man,
I'm not going to see Philly, man."
Philly is an intriguing
I'm talking about me.
ticket.
I mean, me.
Yeah, still, but I'm talking about for the masses. They're intriguing too. You have not only do you have Joel Embiid, but you have Tyrese Maxey, who's averaging about 26 points a game this year. And now
I'm not finna get out of my bed to come see no damn Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey is he's probably going to make the All-Star game this year. He's probably going to make the All-Star game this year. And Tyrese Maxey is fun to watch. He generates. He changes and generates positive energy.
John Moran, I get out of my bed. I'm not getting out of my bed to go see no damn Tyrese Maxey.
If you're taking your kid to see Tyrese Maxey and you have the proper seats, there's a chance that your kid might get an item signed
by Tyrese Maxey. He's you know, he's right now he's filling that role and checking all the boxes on that. So now
Right, what
you
else we got?
also if you're from Houston or you're from Texas, you have a Kelly Oubre. You might have a, depending on what they decide to do with the two-way deal, depending on what week it is, you have a Junior Lofton. That's 3 Texas cats. Is Daniel House still in the, still with them?
Yeah.
That's 4 Texas cats on one team. So
Man,
now I'm just saying.
man, let's go. Get out of here. What else you want to talk about, man? I can't.
Yeah, so
do it.
now they
You
say Eric Boston, no free agents want to go to Detroit. No free agents want to go to Detroit. But here's what happens: Detroit has enough young prospects, a couple of them, to go and make a trade. And some guys that have most of those guys in those first year deals don't have no leverage on where they can go. So they have trade bait. They have some stuff they can package together. They might have to part. Is it time?
No, my thing
you're
was
gonna lose Tate. You're gonna lose Cunningham after next year for nothing. Or what you want to do?
I lose his ass for nothing. I let him go for nothing. Going on.
No, he's productive. He
losing, Jimmy.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not just him. That's not just him. The organization.
What position he play? Point guard. Who know about it win?
2 or 3 of them. He played by 2 or 3 of them. He's the best option they have at point guard in that program.
This man said,
he go
Rob, listen, this is the problem right here, Jim. This man said, Rob Dillingham, with his ball beating 24, 30-second clock using up behind, and this man talking about Rob Dillingham might be the most talented kid coming up. Man, Mark Edwards.
No, man, the kid from Purdue right now is probably number 1 right now.
I just don't know what y'all be talking
right
about.
now.
Jimmy, let's talk about something. Y'all, why y'all be putting this stuff on the screen? But keep going.
Okay. We got over the weekend, of course. Last week we talked about the NCAA, but now they've totally just conceded. And if you didn't know, they've agreed to modify the rules for as primarily football and basketball next year, that players who have already transferred twice or once, call them multiple transfers, will be eligible to play wherever they go for next season. Now, it's tricky for football, but they will be able to go wherever, be eligible. As long as they are in academics good standing by the minimum requirements.
In other words, they don't have to go through the waiver process.
No.
Cutting the waiver process away. Getting their ass out of it. Good. Thank you. And a judge had to do that.
Yeah, the judge, they got more stuff on their plate. How they be sitting there giving continuances and giving resets and all this stuff.
What else we got to do? What else the judges got to do?
This is an election year. I'm not the judge. We're talking about the legislators that's feeding that stuff to the judge to go to for a ruling. I'm talking about the Congress.
They ain't doing nothing no way, Jim. All I'm telling you, I know for a fact they ain't doing that. So don't try to take nothing off their plate. They ain't doing that anyway. They ain't got a damn bill passed yet.
I'm talking about in 2024. It's time for
recess. I'm talking about right now.
Right now is recess time.
They ain't got a bill passed yet. And all their time in Congress. So don't be telling my Congress got more thing to do. Congress ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes, they do.
They ain't got nothing to
ramp up their, most of them, the majority of Congress are Republicans, and they got to gear up and ramp up their constituents and their fan base to vote for president number 45, whom they want to return office. So that's for most of them, or the majority of them. That's on their docket. That's their allegiance. So they got stuff to do, and as you see, that's what they're doing in different states. As you see, our governor of this state, what he just did last week or 2 weeks ago with the border on the bill he signed about the border. So, but back to sports
Thank you.
in regarding to this stuff right here, the NCAA. Now, what that means, out of college coaches were previously recruiting or looking at as eye candy, feasting on the guys that has not transferred yet. They would look and see certain guys, like I use for example, and not to just single them out. I look at a Chris Johnson at University of Texas, who's hardly playing, or Jacob Cole at University of Oklahoma, who's not playing this year, and they are both freshmen. Coaches will look at them with that good eye and just keep it to them, and they wouldn't necessarily call them they would call the grassroots coach who has other players, and that makes it kind of legal for them to go and circumvent the rules that are set forth in place for them calling the kid. They'll call the grassroots coach. They touch base with them periodically all the time. And then by that way, meanwhile, hey man, what's the name doing? Hey coach, man, hey, I know you was in there with him before. Hey, we might be moving, man, maybe moving around. Let me know. Coach gonna just say, let me know, kid. We want to get in. Or are we good? Either or. But now they don't have to just focus on the kids that have not transferred yet. Everybody is a candidate. Everybody is a candidate. This makes it worse for high school prospects. It makes it worse because now I'm going to tell you right now, if your ass got an offer last week, you need to call that college coach right now and see if it's still on the table. If you got I don't care if you got it December the 20th. You need to call that college right now and see, coach, if we wanted to commit today, is the offer still on the table? I think we might be ready to end this stuff and go on and make a move. And watch and see how quickly that coach does the scat man crudders on y'all ass and tap dance clean out of that conversation. Telling you, this stuff is changing before our eyes. You don't want to admit it. A lot of people are in denial, and then more importantly, a lot of people are sitting there playing with the academic and the careers of these kids, especially those who are disadvantaged or not above average economically, financially. What I'm saying to you guys. And you're trying to play a game of hardball that you could play in yesteryear. You can't play that no longer, for the foreseeable future. This stuff has changed. Do you guys get it? Remember when you had your cassette tapes and they came out with the CDs? And you didn't want to let go of the cassette, and people was telling you, hey man, this is the future. Hey man, this is it. The CDs, and then people will say, oh man, I don't want to get no CD. It's gonna jump every time I hit a railroad track or a pothole. It's gonna jump. I don't need my music. It's gonna scratch my CDs. And you think back on how all the stuff was, how ignorant it sounded when you just did not want to let go of auto reverse. That's all it was. You didn't want to let go of auto reverse. When that's what you call read only. They got RAM and ROM. You learned that in class back in school. RAM and ROM, read only memory, and RAM was random access memory. Random access memory is a CD, meaning you can go to any song you want at any time. Read only memory mean that's the cassette tape. You didn't want to let go of the ROM. That's what it was. And now you look back on it, and then the CDs came. Then people start getting, you had your mixtapes on your CDs now, which was cool. DJs made your mixtapes, selling them in the barber shops and all that. Right, you buy them at the corner store, right there at the register. And guess what? It was good. It was a good life for you. Then all of a sudden, the MP3s came. Then the electronic age revolutionized again. You didn't want to let go of your CDs. Some of y'all got a whole bunch of CDs in your cars right now, still in your glove box. Don't want to let go of them. You playing Bluetooth now. Then expedited all of that. So what I'm saying is, with this recruiting, a lot of people don't want to let go because they felt they had just got to a point where they can perfect this thing, or they just got to the point where they can prove everybody wrong because they got this one kid that they're going to prove that is a Division I. And now he has to go all the way to the back of the line. And this stuff is going to be hard. What I see coming forth in the near future, there's one way to preserve it. Sneaker companies like Nike is going to have to start including the unsigned seniors. They will have to, because there's the buffer and the medium ground is just too far widespread. You got to include these unsigned seniors. Remember, Adidas Under Armour, that is, they never stop. It's just that the NCAA said, well, you want you to have something on the letterhead that say you're going to a prep school, and people would go. They found out it was too easy to create a letterhead with something like that on it, so they just kind of laxed back on that, and they just said, okay, he's reclassifying, and nobody say nothing. He's reclassifying. That took over for the post grad in most cases, but until that happens, that unsigned senior is really, really, really messed up, in a messed up situation across the board. Because understand, the coaches, the college coaches, while you're playing on the weekend, those colleges are playing on the weekend. When they're coming to town, they're coming to see a kid that they already know about. They're coming to get in either enhance the recruiting efforts, or they are going to come to try to close the deal. So when you see a coach in the building, they got to get back home. Some of them are going back home the same night. Even the coaches that are from Houston or from your DFW town or from ASAC that are in town for the holidays, they ass got to get back. They don't have time to go because that's the thing I get. Man, this kid right here, he's getting down. So my thing is this. So what's the purpose of this kid when he's playing summer grassroots basketball? So you need all this help right now. The high school coach ain't doing enough. They ain't pumping the kids up. So hell, what about the grassroots team that you chose them to play on, and you're paying the developmental guy that's up under the umbrella of that particular program? You're paying their ass every week. How much money you paying that high school coach? How much money you paying that high school assistant coach?
None.
You paying? Did you even get their ass a gift card for the holidays? I already know the answer. I know the answer already. I know it. And then you feel like, well, man, they supposed to do is they're getting paid to teach. One day in the near future, I'm gonna get some data for you guys. And which it doesn't take long for me to get. I get the data for you guys. When you guys will remind me, next week I'll be prepared and I'll present to you the data. These high school coaches at the public schools, that is, speak for them, because that number is in stone. They are teachers first for the vast majority, the 99 percentile of them. They are paid as teachers first. They get what you call a stipend to coach basketball. That stipend, for example, at an HISD school, I'm gonna give you a range. It might be anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. And let's say we're talking about how many months? That's 6 months for basketball. Not counting how the fall ball now has expanded. It's almost like a mandatory thing for most schools now, most programs. They're going to play a fall ball. Not counting, they get no extra stipend for June. They get 2 weeks in June to work with the players. And it's almost, if a coach decide, man, I'm going to spend time with my family. We already had this trip. We go out of the country every year. I ain't got time to do it. Then that coach will lose prospects. He will lose players. They will transfer and leave his ass in a heartbeat. So he almost has to do it if you have a program where winning is an expectancy. You see what I'm getting at?
So why they be firing these damn coaches then?
They get fired for doing other things like a lack of supervision in certain areas of the school. All kids are supposed to be supervised.
So no coach get caught. So you saying no high school, public school coach get fired because he don't win?
You can get fired if you don't win. Yes, they're renewable contracts. You can get fired for that, but they also have a union, Heather. It also they can remove you from coaching. You feel me? But they can't take your job away because you didn't get it done. That'll be up to you. If you want to fight that and say, well, I'm gonna keep my job, they gotta fire me with just cause. And many of you coaches that are watching right now can feel free to chime in on that particular aspect of it to give particulars. But from what I understand, we had a coach at C.E. King High School. I remember he guys got fired just last year. Remember, C.E. King changed their coaches, and guess what they did? They didn't remove. They could not take his. They did not and couldn't realize they didn't have proper just cause to take his job. That's what they felt, so to speak. So they've sent him and reassigned him to the junior high school, the middle school, and put him at the middle school. And he was not a coach, but he still was a teacher and gave him duties. It happens a lot in regard to that. And that's like D. Forbes said they would move you to another school. As long as it's in that district, that contract is with that school district. They can reassign your ass at their will.
And that would be pissing me off when these people be getting on these coaches, man. All these parents be getting on these coaches. They
don't get on the grassroots coach ass like that.
Yeah, okay.
You don't get on a developmental trainer like that. You don't get on his ass like that.
To say about the high school coach.
About the high school coach. Man, we ain't playing nobody. Who the hell you playing? So all them teams you played in grassroots basketball, you went to play with this program to go all over the country. You didn't play in this event. You said, I'm going to get some exposure over here. What happened? How did that work out for your ass? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, basically, in case you are confused, I'm saying if you're going to blame one, then you have to blame the other. That's all I'm saying to you. That's all I'm saying. Because that other is whom you spend your most of your games are played under the guidance of the other. Just because you at school 8 hours a day, you ain't with that coach 8 hours a day. You in the English class, your ass in math class, you in the choir, you in whatever your elective may be. That coach sees your ass from 2 to 3. And then an open gym from 3:30 to 4. So that's the thing. What we're getting to, you guys, is that and you high school coaches, pose the question and ask them. They got all these complaints towards y'all. Why don't have the complaints towards the same? Why the energy ain't the same towards the other guys? That's all. And you mentioned earlier, about the developmental guys. And I've told you guys, this stuff you could be the best developmental guy you think in the world. But here's the deal. If you are not in communications with the coach, the primary coach, the head coach, you have to find out whether he be a college coach or a high school coach. You have to find out what his plans are for that player, what's his system is. So then you can know how to better develop this guy for the right now. You can still develop him after that, but then guess what? If you're developing him what you think he should be, then you have the influence to help that kid go to a college where you think he's going to play. Then he gets there and don't play. Who's the hell to blame for that, Heather? Who's for that equation, for that A plus B equals C? Who the hell do you blame for that? And a parent will come back and say, man, that high school coach, he didn't get him right. Wait a minute, time the hell out. You paid this guy 20, 30, 40 bucks a week. I mean, a session to work him out. Then the coach gets the blame for not working, for not having him college ready.
That ain't fair.
That has been so. That's one of the pet peeves I have in this stuff. And people in the high school coaches, they're just basically doing their 8 and hitting the gate. And a lot of these guys are really going extra and trying their best to help as much as they know how. High school coaches don't have the same relationships.
I got a question, Jim, and I'm glad you're here, man, because I got this pet peeve. When I see, let's say, somebody tweet about a kid, and so I said, okay, let me go check him out. So I go to the kid's Twitter, and I can't even tell the kid's name because under his name on his Twitter profile, it's just got his Twitter name or freaking nickname. When are these damn prospects, mamas and daddies and girlfriends and boyfriends and whatever, put your whole name up under there? Because soon as that don't happen, I don't even follow your ass no more. I don't care. I don't follow me at all. I don't even go and pursue it no more. Because somebody ain't your yogi, whoever it is, don't blame it on the high school coach, but somebody ain't telling you to scrub and get your stuff. Let me tell you something. This dude had been right. This young guy, I think he right for one of these things, Jimmy. I don't know his name, but his name is Ryan. And I've been watching him, and he telling how to get recruited. And he said, it's a great day to optimize your social media, young recruits. You got to have a picture of you playing instead of a picture of you holding a pistol or holding a rifle or smoking a. Have a picture of you playing in action. Hold on. Then they said, have your high school. Put your summer team on there. Put your height. Put your core GPA if it's above 3.0. Pin your latest highlights. That's what you should have on your social media if you're trying to get recruited. Because I can't stand, Jimmy, I don't know if you ever seen it. They send me Jimbo Jack. I mean, well, you know, he got the damn his Twitter handle. But then you go to the Twitter handle, you don't know the kid's name. So you have to go further and try to find his name. By that time, I'm not finna go not an inch further because it's stupid. It's not something to say. Because he didn't have it on there. Aaron Sam, that is my biggest pet peeve. And every time I see it, and all you influencers and all you people on social media who be adding these people, tell these young people, put your full name on it. Put your government name on there, man. That's all. I did, Jimmy. It got to me, man, when I saw that, and I keep seeing it. And I just stopped looking at it. I stopped looking at it.
Yeah, guys. This stuff, this recruiting game is effective immediately. It was already rough. It's about to get damn near, I won't say impossible, but the odds of about to get really stacked against
for the marginal player. Jimmy, because if you're at, all I'm telling you, you better be good. When I talked to a college coach the other day, I'm not going to call his name. I talked to a college coach the other day, Jimmy. He said, dude, I got 2 freshmen starting. 2 true freshmen starting. I said, why? Because them old ass dudes ain't getting it done. And I set their ass on the bench and letting these freshmen start. So if you're a freshman, you better just dude, if you are high school, you better get your butt ready to play in college. Because like those 2, whoever these 2 got, and Jimmy, he said one of them, Jimmy, classed up. He's a little younger. He classed up. And I give him, and I let him play. He got my basketball. And this one of a Power 5 school. This ain't no little old Johnny down the street. This is a Power 5 school. And I'm sitting here saying, like you said, it's going to be impossible, but not to a player who willing to put in the work. You're willing to put in the work like them 2 young guys there. Jimmy, one of the freshmen pulled down 19 damn rebounds. in the school
Well,
record.
that's the freshman that's already there. I'm talking about these
No, 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 no.
12th graders
I'm
and these
telling
11 graders.
you, no. I'm saying to those freshmen, you better be exceptional. To those high school seniors.
But that's the whole
Because
thing. How
last
they know?
year, them guys were Jimmy. He could have. Why has he got them guys on his roster? He got these two freshmen because them freshmen were special in high school.
So what?
So he could have chose over them two freshmen and got somebody else if he wanted to.
Define special.
I don't. They were special enough. One of them to score 18 points, pull 18 rebounds in a game, and the other one they both started on a Power 5 team.
No, I'm talking about why they in.
But
why they in the 12th
I
grade.
can't tell you what's special to him. They playing and they starting. Because it's subjective. Every coach has got to be. Every coach ain't no two coaches gonna be the same. Memphis ain't got. They had a freshman starting, but his ass back on that bench again.
Yeah,
it's
hard.
But
for that freshman to get to Memphis, you used the term special. He was deemed special wherever he came from.
Yes.
So the thing now is the trainer and the developmental guy is making the non-special think they are one step away from being special. That they are.
Well, we can't worry about what they doing. The developmental guy, I'm talking about the college. Oh, you talking about the parents?
The parent can be woken up to realize that you are not going to listen. If you
how the hell you gonna tell the parents your son baby ain't special?
No, no. Understand something. Being special to them and being a special talent in a particular sport is two totally different things. So you can explain to them and show that parent some parameters, just like if they had a vehicle and you bought your kid a Hyundai. No matter what, you pop that hood, that Hyundai is a 4-cylinder. It would never be able to run a 10.3 in a quarter mile. It would never be able to beat that Corvette. That Hyundai will not. This is understand something. Your Hyundai may be the prettiest. You can go get it souped up all you want, but it is not going to be a Corvette. Certain people are only recruiting Corvettes.
I got that.
And that's the thing. So that parent can be like, we go explain them. Go look at the roster. Go click on their bio.
Okay.
Look at what they average in high school and bio. They average this and they ass still ain't playing.
But my son scored 20 points on him. Robert?
Listen. There are plenty Hyundais that I guarantee you they've been at a red light next to a Corvette. And then they mind. The light turned green, they took off. That guy in the Corvette, they didn't know. He was changing his GPS, trying to wait and see where he going. You took off. He took off slow, and you gone. And in your mind, in your rabbit ass mind, you saying I beat that Corvette race. I beat him to the next light. You tell the guy and say, watch me beat him down into the next block. Yeah, you beat the Corvette. That don't make you a Corvette.
But it looks like one. I got a Chrysler 300. And they said it looked like a Bentley.
Look like. That's the thing. So I guess everybody know what that might be the aha. Parents, y'all okay with just looking like.
Guess what, Jimmy? I'm gonna tell you why. You know what the college coach? I didn't tell you what the college coach told me at your event.
What?
He said, "Hatter, every parent got a right." The man said they got a right to F their kids' future in life up. That man said every parent got a right to F. He didn't say F, y'all. I'm just F they kids' life up. They got a right to do it. You can't stop these parents, Hatter. Because they got a right to do all this ignorant ass stuff. I said, wow. Jim, I just said, wow. I just sit back. He said, parents got a right. So all you parents, all we doing is giving you information. Jimmy, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. You got a right. You got a right to F it up yourself if you want to. Listening to everybody else. You got a right. And guess what? I'm putting that out there today, and somebody need to tweet that. That's tweetable right there. You got my permission. Hey, got a right. Domestic kids especially in this basketball stuff, man. But Jimmy, you saying it? I wouldn't say it's doom and gloom. I just tell these guys, you high school players, you got to get better, man. If you plan on some of these teams that we be talking about and everybody be talking, you got to get better. If you want to go, because they will rather go and get a guy that's already been through the fire. I don't have to train his weight. Jimmy, he been in the weight room. He know about time management. I already know. Guess what? He got a history already in college. And I can go look at his history and what he did the last couple. It didn't work, but it was the wrong fit. You know, like Eric tried to get on me earlier, talking about my guy wouldn't sign Jalen Bronson, and that's why he in the next ball. And I said he wasn't the right fit for Luka. It was a reason Jalen Bronson didn't get signed. And Mark Cuban wasn't going to sign off to give him no $100 million. And that's who signed the check. It wasn't the right fit. High school players. Guess what? You just put yourself in a position that you're the right fit for the right college. That's all. And Jimmy, you're right.
How they know? But how they know that?
But guess what? It's just by trying. Let me tell you something. Don't nobody know it. It's an art. It's not a science. You can't read it in a book. You just got to go. Guess what? I'm going to tell you how you know if it's it. If what's his name? What's that kid's name? Rodney Terry ain't calling your ass all the time. You ain't Texas fit. If Jerome Tang ain't calling you every time, you ain't. That's the only way you can get it. If don't, cause those the guys that matter, not your trainer. If Rodney Terry, now let's go. If Kevin Sampson ain't calling you all the time, Jimmy, it ain't the right fit. In other words, parents, if Kevin Sampson, them three guys, they ain't calling you. Baylor, what's my man at Baylor name? If Scott Drew ain't calling you, then you know you ain't at that level. Now, let's go down a little level. If Johnny Jones calling you or ain't calling you, and what's your man at Byron Smith? If he ain't calling you,
Byron Smith.
If Byron Smith ain't calling you, you might not be even at those guys' level, because mamas and daddies, you got to be able to play. Dude, you got some dudes on TSU team that then came from other places, man.
Yeah, and they were basically the guys that went to those Division I mid to high mid-level schools for the most part, and in some cases high-level schools. And in most cases, they weren't good enough to move the needle at those particular schools. So what you see at the Prairie Views and the TSU is a combination of guys that went off and now they're transferred back and they're going to these HBCUs and they're trying to find the perfect chemistry or improve gelling together, because all of them have something in common. Like, man, I just put all my trust into this other college coach and staff that I initially signed with.
Jim.
And now you mean to tell me I have to go and put all my trust into another guy immediately, into him and his staff, whom I don't even hardly know? That's not easy to do when you're talking about getting the hand to fit hand and getting the chemistry between some players.
Look what just happened in Memphis. Do you know Memphis just added a player that
from Kansas State.
From Kansas State. The kid got to go learn a whole new everything. The coaches got to learn him. Yeah, I mean, y'all, it's college basketball, man. So let me tell you something, and Jimmy, because we ain't talking about young men, young women. You got to be. They ain't got time for no headaches right now. You got to be a professional now, especially if you done transferred. You got to come in. Guess what? Penny was supposed to go on vacation, Jimmy. Guess what? Young man, Tomlin stayed in town. So Penny said, no, well, let's get in the gym then. I'm canceling my vacation because I got to get you up to speed. We got some defensive schemes you don't know nothing about yet. I just put you out there the other day because I know I wanted to see how it feels. This stuff, y'all, mamas and daddies, this college basketball, man, is becoming, but guess what? It's preparing you for whatever your next stage in life gonna be, whatever it is. If you're gonna be a professional, it's preparing. You got to get it right quickly. So high school students, high school unsigned seniors who getting ready to go to college, man, you better come in there professional as hell. You better come in there, yes sir, no sir. And the number one thing you got to do, please understand you're not a high school student no more. Your time management got to be pristine. You got to be here. You got to be here. You can't be late. You got to be here. I would never. One of the most embarrassing things that I always think about a coach could have ever told me, Robert, you late. Hell, you late. You on a college campus to play basketball. All that old student athlete stuff. No, the hell you late for a workout? How the hell you late for a meet? Listen, y'all. Y'all got to get that right. You got to get that right. What else before we get out of here?
Yeah, that's you guys make sure it's the perfect time to share the show to your timelines, to your groups right now, in order to get that. Remember, the energy for me is always going to be different when I'm trying to reach and empower parents and their relatives as alike when it comes to the recruitment or the identification or understanding the recruiting process for these young males and females. This stuff is no joke. Everybody's for too long have treated it very lightly. They've treated it, I'm saying, not treating it with lesser importance. It's not easy. And you think about it. Think about it. There are more guys out there that are trainers that did not play Division I than did. That don't mean they wasn't a Division I talent. It just means that they did not attract the attention of a coach during their high school career to yield that offer. That's what that meant in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So you put yourself in position, and in a city like Houston, you have 15 to 20 different independent scouting / recruiting services. 15 to 20. Those include the photo services. Include the video service in this area. Each one of those people have colleges that may pay them an annual fee in exchange for disseminated intel on your babies. Ask some of them, especially the ones whom you support. Ask them to tell you the school name because they all make you think that your son is just, man, he balling, man, he underrated. Well, don't you have a recruiting service or a scouting service? Yes, I do. Can you show me where or tell me what school you told about my son? See, if we start pulling the mask off some of these jokers, then y'all would realize why I get so fumed. Because I know the game that they playing with you guys. And think about it. I'm not going to be in all of their favor because I'm a threat to expose what they're doing to you. But at the same time, sooner or later,
what are they doing to people? What are they doing to people? I don't. Yeah, because you're saying you're a threat. If you're a threat, what are they doing to people?
The word scam would be harsh.
Okay.
Because when you initially take money or for services rendered, for a person, you probably think they are promising. Yeah. But at some point in time, Howard, there's a mechanic. And we have a mechanic, you guys know I'm going to throw an analogy in the middle of it. And check this analogy out. I'm rolling with I'm 2 for 2 with analogies today. So let me go for the cycle on this thing. We have a mechanic, Adam, that if he gets your car, you know you're going to have to pay something. After he gets and turn a few bolts for a day or two, that mechanic, your mechanic, my mechanic, you know what he's going to tell you if he think that he don't, when he realize, man, I don't really know what it is, what he's going to tell you.
Take it over to the dealership.
Take it to the dealership and get
let
a
them see what they
diagnosis
doing. Get a
and bring the
diagnosis.
paperwork back to
Bring the
me.
paperwork back, and then I know what's happening.
He's not going to fix it and say it's fixed.
No.
Then give it to you.
No.
And then let you go, and he know he ain't fixed it right, and keep taking your money. That's my point. So that's a deceptive practice. That's deceptive. That's what I call it. I said scam is too hard.
So what?
Deceptive.
See, but because it's a case by case thing, Jimmy. Let's say a guy. I mean, what we don't know what these people are promising the parents, because the parents ain't telling. The parents telling you what are the people promising the parents. You don't know what they're promising the parents.
No,
if they
true.
just say,
That's
I
not
can
true.
hook you up with coaches, I can do this, I can do, then they done their job. If a coach called a parent, then they done their job. If a coach,
okay, but look at him. That mechanic analogy.
Okay.
At some point in time, that mechanic or that person that's working that kid out of that taking that money realize, no matter, man, this kid ain't Division I. This kid ain't a college prospect like that for the school level. So that means you got to go back and tell that parent, hey, look, man, look.
How we know they're not telling the parent that?
That's a good question.
And see, you know why I said this, Jimmy? When that coach looked me in the eye, he said, Robert Hatter. I know y'all, he said, Robert Hatter, these parents got a right to F their kids' life up if they want to. Some of these parents have a right, and some of these parents go, hey, what do you mean? He ain't this. I mean, they got a right now, Jimmy.
They got
to
a right.
mess their kid. So,
but then guess what? Hatter, what do you say for the kid? Remember, the rule is normally you can't turn 19 before September the 1st and be eligible to play. So that means most seniors are 18 or below when September the 1st of their 12th grade year.
Okay.
Those guys that are 19, actually in 18, you deemed an adult. You deemed actually younger than that for the legal system, but for the case for adult wise, 18 years old. So an adult, we understand that most don't have the capacity to make adult-like decisions on their own at that age. But we've seen, I know you've seen some cases where there have been a decision made by the parent that was ill-advised when it comes to the recruitment of their sons. Mm-hmm. And years afterwards, or the months to years afterwards, that relationship between either the son and the dad, or the son and the mom, or the mom and the dad was compromised, was broken as a result of that decision. I've seen parents that gotten divorced over a college recruiting decision. I'm not joking with you guys. This stuff has tore up families.
It's a very important decision, Jimmy. It's an emotional decision. It's a financial decision. It's one of the biggest decisions you're going to make. Of course, it can break up a family and break up a situation. But you're saying, so that's why parents, reason we're giving you this information. I don't know about the people who giving y'all bad. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't keep up with the scouting service. That's Jim and them job. I don't keep up with it. But there's no way in this climate today, and I didn't have the advantage of having a show like this that's come on 4 days a week and tell me that. I didn't have this advantage, right? I was a parent just like y'all. But you got the advantage of emailing Chop Shop Hrx at gmail.com. It shouldn't be no. If you want to know what level that I would think, or Jimmy would think, or I'll get somebody else in to think what level your son is, I can help you with that. And I ain't gonna, and if there's a million of y'all ass now, it's gonna take time. But I'll look at the email, I'll look at the kid, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tabulate some stuff, and I'm just gonna email you back and say, hey man, I hope he got some good grades. I hope he want to do something else. Or you need to pursue this. He need to get better here. You get better here. But I just don't understand that Jimmy, I'm not mad at no guys who are out here trying to get these players seen, their scouting services. And I hope you, Mr. Scouting Services out there, instead of me talking about what you ain't doing, you need to start doing your job better. Because if you're doing your job better, we wouldn't be talking about the subject right now. So
Absolutely.
my plea is to them, but parents, if they're not doing their job, we just got to you just got to move on.
But that's the whole thing. They have to find ways to troubleshoot it because a parent may not know if a guy's not doing his job. That's the thing. That's why
they don't want you to share the show. I see why they don't want you to share the show.
Exactly.
I see why. Yeah.
Because that means empowering the parents often will sooner or later provide that parent with a magic question to ask. And some questions you can ask a person, you'll look at them and say, you must have been talking to somebody. Where you get that question from? Why are you asking me
yes.
And then you start to just insinuate, okay, or assume that's okay. I know what you've been doing. Man, you can't listen to them with that guy. You can't listen to that person because all they're gonna do, let them just advise they ain't did this or they never did that. But then they'll come right back and in today's society, remember I told you how times have changed? That is one of the most worn out, outdated statements that a person can make when it comes to
especially on this show.
This side
you can talk about any other show or but this one right here, y'all got to be out y'all rabbit ass mind. I don't even worry about it if you don't. But Jimmy, I want to answer this question before we get off the show because he asked, what advice would I give Chris McDermott right now? Coach Jimmy, you was talking about if you got an offer, your ass better accept it. The NFL's new Chris McDermott. Let me tell you something. I don't, Jimmy, you got to do your ass better be special. Yeah, you better be special. If you playing around, let me tell you something.
That's Chris.
Cause it's some badass dudes about to transfer. I'm telling you right now, I know a couple of them. It's some badass dudes. Your side are bigger. That's already proven in college. So Jimmy, I don't know what to say to him. That's a good one. My advice would be just like Jimmy said. You better get in where you fit in, because these coaches they ain't about to wait on you. I'm telling you. But Jimmy, what's your advice?
With Chris McDermott is a really, really, really different situation because I've seen a lot, but I haven't seen one like this of the magnitude of the talent. Chris McDermott is the number one ranked player in Greater Houston. Chris McDermott averaged 19 points, 11 rebounds at Peace Jam. That's 6 games against a multitude of talented 6'8" to 6'11" players. He just guided his team to the championship game of the HISD tournament this past weekend, where he produced 42 points and I want to say 14 rebounds.
They won? I thought about that one.
I said he got into the championship game.
I thought you said the championship. Okay. All right.
Where he had 42 points, 14 rebounds in that championship game. He had offers on the table, which one or two of them still exist from some mid-level schools. Memphis came along earlier in the month and extended an offer. And so, however, before Memphis even offered, the disclaimer probably was not given to Memphis, explaining to them this dude is drastically in love like you've never believed with him and this young girl. She's a student at Texas
They know
A&M.
they still offering him, but they know they ain't. It ain't.
I'm just saying.
They know.
I'm just saying. Unless there's some economic change in their lives, he is not likely to go far away from that young lady right now. Mm-hmm. Unless something happens with their relationship, he is not likely to go far away from her right now. So what happens is there's a coach, a head, as Haller just mentioned. If that head coach ain't bugging, ain't hitting you up every day, every other day, Byron Smith, at the head coach at Prairie View, has him thinking very hard about the possibility of. Remember how if we believed in what Deion Sanders in Colorado, or when Deion was at Jackson State, what he was selling to a lot of the prospects. If you believed for a second in the thought of, you know what, I like what Deion is saying. Well, that same sermon is what Byron Smith is teaching, or is preaching, that is, to Chris McDermott. The head coach of Prairie View, is saying, first of all, I understand your talent level may attract schools far greater budget-wise than this school. But if you go to that school and you don't play, what do you think you're going to do? You're probably going to transfer. If you come here, there would be a vast, look at the numbers, look at the guys that are playing. I'm starting 4 or 5 guys from this city right now. I'm playing a freshman starter type minutes right now, and he's hurt because I personally recruited this guy. What Byron B. Smith did, Hatter, he's probably the only head coach, Division I in the country, that actually works out and develops his own players. There's no developmental coach in that program. He works them out. There's no other coach. I'm not saying the other coach can. I'm talking about get out there and get out there in the middle of the work with the workout to a different guy. Not to saying how good he is or how effective it is. But if you're trying to get somewhere, Byron B. Smith is saying, I can help you get your game college ready for that level of school that you want to play for. Wherever you want to go. I know you might only be here 1 year, but you get to see your girlfriend. She 35, 40 miles down the road. 35, 40 minutes down the road. You get to go home 30 minutes one way, 40 minutes one way, and get to go see your girlfriend 30, 40 minutes the other way. And they both can come see you on weekends, and they both can converge, meet you in the middle. You can get that. That's what that sale is. And as in love with this young man is, he's thinking about that. He's thinking about that. And you can do something that nobody's ever done before. You could be a number 1 prospect from this city, and they're saying, I'm going to sign with a division, with an HBCU out of high school. In modern day history, that has never been done in basketball. You follow me now, Hatter?
Well, I wish it was for that reason instead of running from behind of a damn girl. I wish that was the reason.
But he in love, so you can't ignore her.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm just telling me. I'm wishing if that's the case, if you're bringing it up, how eventful it would be. It's just me personally. I wish that would have been the reason instead of running behind a damn girl. Because I know women are. I mean, you don't know where y'all gonna be at in a couple of years. That's just me.
All I can do is say there has cases of people that have met in high school and have went to college and they went through, not necessarily together, but then got married and lived the rest of their life together.
Yeah.
That's rare in this new age society that we live in. Mm-hmm. But guess what? This young man, based on what I understand about his academics, he's rated number 3 in his class academically. He's rated number 3 academically. There's about 3. I
But
don't
the
know. Maybe
point
like
I'm trying to make, because you so eloquently state that it could never been happened in history. If a top pick could go to the, I wish that would have been his motivation. That's all I'm saying. I wish that could have been his motivation. Because guess what? That's how I'm gonna leave it out. I believe it. Look, no, it's
Hey
all,
man, that's what. And you know, one thing I know is that young lady probably has more power than any individual, of more power of influence on where he goes right now than any other individual. And if there's a college coach out there that don't know she exists, or don't know that don't respect right now, respect. She's a young lady right now. She's 18, 19 years old, and don't respect her position in that relationship, then you ain't got a chance with him, because she has the power to blow in his ear and make him close his eyes. I leave it like that. Undefeated. Undefeated.
only thing, it ain't undefeated because all you got to do is get another one to blow it out of here. All right. That's undefeated too. Because if you leave your wife, you know you leave your girlfriend for one. That's undefeated too. If you,
Saying he
I
wants
know
that damn whoop.
blowing in the other ear is okay. Y'all don't understand. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, huh?
They're saying, okay, they're saying he ain't that whoop. What do you think her family is saying about?
We don't know what our family's saying.
Just think about it. Just think of the story. A college freshman female is going to every other high school game at a high school for her boyfriend in Houston. She's in College Station on an academic scholarship. So what do you think they're saying? He ain't. So you saying he's whipped? She's not whipped? Hell, that's a dude. That's a Rocky Balboa.
Wait, she ain't trying to go to school where he going. He trying to get closer to her. She ain't trying to. How in the hell is she whooped? She's the whooper, not the whoopee.
Guess what? If all she do is maintain 3.5 GPA for that scholarship keep rolling over, and if there's a college out there that can find a way to say, look, we did the homework. Your girlfriend can come over here with us, with you at this school, and y'all be good to go. You know what? That'll be a blessing and a curse.
Oh my God!
That'll be a blessing and a curse.
All I'm saying, man. Like that. Hey man, let me tell you something. Somebody else, like you said, she blowing in one ear. Boy, all you got to do is stick one in the. If he like the ear blowing, it's another who can blow in that ear. I know some people that can blow in the other ear. So, hey man.
But guess what? That's what I'm saying though. But it's two-sided. This ain't a one-sided thing.
Is the ear blowing is what got him? Hey man. Boy, it's always somebody else with one.
That's what I'm saying, though. See, we making it seem like it's one-sided. Like Kevin Allen just said, is he blowing in her ear? How you know he ain't blowing in her ear?
I ain't never heard. Okay, whoa. I ain't heard y'all say. I ain't heard y'all say. Well, Chris, if he want to go somewhere else, and the girlfriend, we got to follow. Y'all saying he trying to be close to the girlfriend. That's why I'm saying I would say she blowing in his ear. Because he's the follower. She's the followee. She trying to follow him. It's what it seemed like. Because guess what? When I went up there to the game, he was up there and I saw him. So she went down here. And so let me tell you something. I hate we talk about them. I'm just glad y'all look. But all I'm telling y'all, young men, it's always gonna be somebody. If they're blowing in the ear, got you messed up, as Jimmy said. I don't know if she blowing in his ear or not. I don't know what she doing. But it's always another girl come blowing that other one. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So you better be a equal opportunity blower. You got to be able to have both of them blowing at the same time. So too much blowing going on. Kevin, man, go back to work, man. That's okay. Okay. All right. Now, that's what King Sticks finally said something that I agree with. And I don't never agree with nothing King Sticks say.
Nah, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, y'all.
Let me tell you something. Okay. Whatever she's doing with him, in many cases, it becomes at some point a distraction. We're talking about this guy here has been performing.
No, it ain't been no distraction on the basketball court.
He's been performing at a high level.
Oh.
Every time some bright lights have came on, I don't know.
Ain't nobody saying she was a distraction.
No,
she might be motivation.
No, but normally when the girl, understand, girlfriend in town versus girlfriend out of town is two different things. Because that girlfriend out of town is a freshman. She's experiencing the things that you guys have been freshmen in college. You understand what all goes on at different campuses. And at a campus like her, I mean, come on, distractions. And she's been able to maintain her academic standing, and him increase and maintain his. In the classroom, I mentioned number 3 academically. He would have been number 2, but he has already informed the registrar and the administration at the Booker T. Washington High School that he choose not to speak in front of the classmates, in front of the graduating congregation. He's a little bit shy to that aspect. Some people don't.
Jimmy, I ain't worried about Jimmy. Why are we talking about him right now? We ain't talking about him shy. He on the front of the cover of that magazine, your magazine. He one of the top players in Houston. And he's got a dilemma and got a different thing about his recruitment. So we just hope what's best for him. And Chris, I know we've been playing around joking, man, do what's best for you. Do what's best for your future son. And just make your next move your best move. That's all that Mr. Hatter saying. So anybody come on here talking about anything else, make your next move your best move. Do your great job. And I'm proud of you. Whatever you've been through, I'm proud of you being top of your class. And that means you were making wise decisions. All I would tell you, son, just keep on making wise decisions.
Create history. HBCU. It worked for Deion Sanders. Like I said, that was the sale in. Everybody bought into that mess then. All of a sudden, people get quiet.
Nobody buying into no mess. I said, and you didn't listen, I said if that was the reason, then be the reason. Let me repeat it, because you didn't get it. Because you came back with that Deion shit. I'm finna stop the Deion stuff. If that's the reason he want to go to an HBCU, then let that be the reason. That's the point.
That would be a reason.
Well, let that be their reason. Because that's what the players were saying about Deion.
That is a reason that the head coach from Prairie View, that's his angle, what he's selling. He's selling you could do this and you'll be the first.
Well, he's supposed to sell that. I'm talking about the kid.
Well, understand, him being the head coach has the authority to put your ass in the game. So now many coaches, and they said all the time, ain't no coach.
You missed my point. You missed my point. Keep on going.
But I'm saying, many coaches, many people out there, man, ain't no college coach gonna guarantee no playing time. But there are some coaches out there that have done it before and will do it right now.
I would love. Let me repeat this.
Guaranteeing this
if
man,
that
this young
man chose Prairie View, I'd be the. He'll be on this show. We'll be talking about on man. If he chose Prairie View to go to Prairie View, I think it would be a monumental decision. My thing is,
it'll be front page news. And if it works out, if it works out, you know what I'm saying? Going there is one thing. I'm talking about if it works out when it.
But I've never seen you talk about this other than this instance. I've never seen you so happy about a situation other than this instance. So that's all. I'm kind of getting kicked because you was one of the skeptics. You were one of the skeptics about the kid players going to Deion. Yeah, you were. You were a skeptic. That's
Oh,
why
man.
it's
No.
yes, you were. Yes, you were now.
No, the skeptic part was about Dion staying there while those kids are there that's coming on their first
It don't
transfer. All right.
matter.
That was
We was talking
that
about
was the
Howard,
skepticism. That
the
means
young
we
boy
don't.
going to Howard. You were skeptic about that. If he go to Howard, he shouldn't go to Howard. You go. You've been a skeptic
Which young
about
boy?
this, Jimmy. Now, but it's okay.
Which
I'm
young
watching.
boy? Well,
I'm
I have to
watching.
understand something. I'm a skeptic of those other ones because I don't know, and I gave you the reason on the Dion thing, which is proven true. He didn't stay at Jackson State, so that was mean some of those kids got stuck on the hook, and they could have transferred closer to home, like most transfers.
All coaches gonna leave, Jimmy.
On their first transfer.
All coaches gonna leave.
Understand?
Coaches get hired to get fired.
You didn't take the gamble. You didn't take the gamble to go to Jackson, Mississippi. That's the thing. Some of those guys could have went other. That was the thing on him. This situation right here, your mom and dad sleeping in their own bed can get to you in 30 minutes. That's the thing. Family can get to you in 30 minutes. You can make history, an historic move, and at the same time, it's like anything.
Have they gave an offer? Have they gave an official offer yet? Have they offered Chris McDermott yet? Prairie View.
Who?
Prairie View.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear the announcement. I never seen the announcement. Wouldn't that be? Hold up. Wouldn't that be news?
They've been news. They've been offering them. That's been published out there before, Hal.
I've never seen it.
They offered them a while back.
Well, whoever did that didn't do a good job of publishing it. Because this is the first time I've heard of it.
Oh, man, come on, man.
Jimmy Hicks, the first time Robert Hatter first time it's been mentioned on this damn show, first time ever it's been mentioned that this guy got an offer from him. I haven't heard it.
He took an official.
I don't care nothing about no official visit. I said I haven't heard it. That's all I'm saying. Are you listening to me? Listen to me. I said you
haven't heard it.
I haven't heard it. Yes.
So
and usually about HBCU news, some people will tell me about HBCU news.
But it's up to those people that appoint HBCU news. They can go and the schools can't talk about a prospect until after they sign.
They can say say you offer somebody.
No, the school.
No. I'm talking about the search, Jimmy. I ain't talking about the universities. I have not. This is the first time I've ever heard of that. And if you don't find something wrong with that, then I'll do something wrong with that.
They have offered this young man months ago.
Okay, I hadn't seen it.
That don't mean you don't. Have you thought?
No, I just never seen it.
Okay, you haven't seen it because you haven't looked for it. Okay, so it ain't like you sitting there.
I'm sitting there. Excuse me. You read my lips. So listen, Mr. Defensive. You don't have to be defensive. I said I have never. The first time I heard about that was just now. See, listen to me. Let me read it again. The first time I've ever heard about that, and you're talking no. The first time I've ever heard about that was right now. It's first time. I guess I'm out of the loop. Okay. I don't know if
you're late to the party.
Yeah, I'm late.
You out of the loop.
I'm very loose. Yeah, I'm out of the
loop. But that's okay. That's
okay.
Understand something, man. Understand something.
It's okay.
Your affection for Penny Hardaway in Memphis, who offered this young man, is in the same realm of my affection for Byron Smith. I've been knowing him.
This ain't got nothing to do with that. Yes, man, I'm finna end the show. You are not listening.
You asked.
No,
you just made the question a while ago. You asked me. You say, man.
No, but no.
You're talking deeper about this.
No.
Because in some cases, like Penny Hardaway, you're not necessarily rooting for the cause as much as you're rooting for the person to win.
I'm not with you. That's the university I went to, Jimmy Hicks. Stop.
I understand.
What the hell you talking about? This ain't got nothing to do with.
Hold on. But you would root for Penny before you root for Memphis, even though you went there. Come on, you know that. You and I both know that. That's not even debatable.
You don't know what I know. Come on, you a mind reader now.
when it comes to basketball, you would root for Penny before Memphis. In most cases, right?
I went to Memphis before I ever knew Penny.
You would still root for Penny before you root for Memphis.
You know what, Jimmy? You the most. There's a lot of stuff that you don't know, but it seems like you know what's in the side of another man. I'm telling you what's inside of you. I ain't telling you. Trying to tell me. Listen to your voice. You trying to tell me how I think. I ain't never about to tell you how you think, because I don't want to know how you think, and I don't want to know how nobody on this feed knows. But you trying to tell me how I think. And all I told you is I have never heard, it's the first I've heard of this kid having an offer from an HBCU. It's the first time. That's all. That's all I said. But yeah, I got the same affinity for him. Why you dude, you don't have to do that, dude. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I'm done. I'm done for the day. Yeah, you took a lot out of me on that one, because I don't understand. I learned something. I am sitting here saying I learned something new today, and you couldn't leave it at that. You had to go, yeah, we got to say, you don't have to one up nobody. I just said I didn't know. You already said I know everything, but I just said I didn't know, and I got it from you. You should have been happy. You can't be happy when you giving somebody some information. It's impossible. You're just being impossible. Because I admit it, I didn't know. Did not know. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not know. I'm out of the loop. Everybody know except me. It's okay. Thank God I got y'all to help me. James Boogie, thank God I got y'all to help me, because now I know, because that's some information that I've never had today. And I like the information. It got nothing to do with Memphis. Do you think, let me tell you something. Memphis, let me hear you, Jimmy. Memphis going to be all right with or without any player. You got that? I mean, do you understand it? So I'll see y'all on tomorrow early. Thank y'all for helping me learn something today. I'm out.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.